Representative Hagedorn and the other House Republicans sat in shock as Missouri Democrat and supposed Methodist minister Emanuel Cleaver opened the session with what was supposed to be a prayer.
First of all, he prayed to almost every god under the sun, the small g god. And I think from the forefathers till now, people of our faith are thinking, what are you doing? You're praying to these false gods. You can't even get through a prayer on the House floor without violating the first commandment, right? It gets worse from there. At the end of the prayer, he ends it with amen and a woman. And we're like, wow, they've taken this whole gender thing where they're trying to do the gender identity politics to another level, I guess. It doesn't even make sense because when I was in Lutheran school, my parents and pastors and teachers always told me that, amen, that let it be so, it is true. And it has nothing to do with gender.
But Hagedorn says that was only the beginning of a really bad day. House Democrats then pushed through radical rules that seek to force the degendering of all language in the House.
But then they had a whole list of words that we can no longer use in the House. Father, mother, son, daughter, all these things, and we're supposed to replace them with these quote-unquote gender-neutral words. And it's just all part of this identity politics stuff, this left-wing extremism. I don't know. To me, words are meant to communicate, and we all understand that God created man and God created woman, and the Democrats will have to explain to me how God created any more genders.
Hagedorn says Republicans have already displayed that they will not go along with this absurdity by voting unanimously against it, and they will not bow to the language police.
This is what the past of socialists and Marxists and communists, where they try to change the language, change the way you go about your daily life, start to get to control you in many different ways. And we just don't want to go down this path. Our country became a great country because of freedom and opportunity, individual responsibility, of course, all the things that are enumerated in the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, and our entire Constitution. It was a nation that was created, one nation under God, and that's the way it needs to remain.
The House also passed an egregious rule to prevent Republicans from offering any amendments to a final bill. Reporting for Kinship Christian Radio News, I'm Jay Rudolph.